then they call this place shrine. You know, say when you go to shrine, you must drop something.
Yeah, yes. There is no debate about how or why corruption has contributed to the failure of governance and the absence of any real economic development in Nigeria. But it looks like the more we scream about corruption, the worse it gets. This is what has been the case under the two political parties that have governed Nigeria since 1999. It is estimated that Nigeria has lost nearly $700 billion to corruption since independence in 1960. I think this is a conservative estimate, but it is money that could have been invested in things like good health care, in education, or infrastructure. The problem, as I see it, is that instead of trying to reduce corruption in a preventive way, we mostly react to corruption. And even then, when it is discovered by independent media or civil society or by whistleblowers. So fighting corruption effectively in Nigeria, it requires a much deeper and broader approach than just the narrow emphasis that we place on the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC. This approach is not bad, but what it does is that it creates an opportunity for the fight against corruption to be politicized. As president of Nigeria, my approach to fighting corruption will be 1, value system reorientation, inculcating values through the educational system. 2, moral and ethical leadership, the power of example. Who a leader validates matters. 3, plugging systemic loopholes. We have to eliminate this budget pardon through forensic auditing of the budget before it gets to the National Assembly. We have to take a risk and project management approach to every major contract in Nigeria. Number 4, accountability. Look at the example of South Korea and of Israel, where the president of South Korea had to resign because she was indicted of corruption, and in Israel, where the prime minister was also indicted for corruption even while he was in office. Can you imagine a Nigerian president being indicted for corruption? This tells you the gap between our country and many other societies that are trying to make progress. Accountability cannot have any limitations. It must be impartial. 5th, public service remuneration and safety nets need to be addressed. People need to be well paid. We have to understand why a lot of people are stealing. They're stealing because in their old age, they don't believe anybody that this country will look after them. So they feel they must use the opportunity of their being in public life to look after themselves. So we can prevent this by creating conditions of service that really take care of the fundamental needs of public servants. Finally, the matter of patriotism. People are corrupt because there is less and less a commitment, attachment, loyalty to one's country, to our country. The failure of leadership in this country has made even the followers to lose hope, and nobody believes in Nigeria anymore. So it's just when people get an opportunity, it's every man for himself and God for us all. I will bring a very different approach to the fight against corruption. It will be systemic and it will be far more effective as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Contesting for elective office anywhere in the world costs money, let alone in Nigeria. If you support my aspiration, please chip in whatever you can. It will help strengthen our grassroots structures and the delivery of our message. God bless you.